Good afternoon, dear colleagues. We continue our working day. And the topic of the next press briefing is actions of the permanent Ukrainian parliamentary delegation to the Parliamentary Assembly aimed at consolidating efforts of this organization to release Nadia Savchenko. Volodymyr Ariyev and Leonid Yemets are our speakers. Please take the floor.
Доброго дня.
First of all, I would like to inform and remind you about the fact that Nadia Savchenko is the member of the delegation to the Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe, and by the decision of the committee, she enjoys full immunity, diplomatic immunity that is provided to the member of the Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe during his staying in this position, and she should be released immediately. And starting from January last year, the decision was taken by the Committee of Parliamentary Assembly and the Council of Europe that Russia ignores this diplomatic protocol, and they try to present things that this case is not about Nadia Savchenko. And the situation deteriorates in the courtroom, and this is not a real court, actually, not real court hearing. The deputies of the parliament and the countries that are members of the Council of Europe, they are in their majority started their actions to help Nadia Savchenko. And together with a group of liberals, and I thank Elena Sotnik from Samopomich faction, who is the member of a liberal group in the Parliamentary Assembly of Council of Europe, and also Kristina Zelenkova from Czech Republic, who initiated with this action, and parliamentarians from different countries. They hold symbolic hunger strike to support Nadia Savchenko. And during the last several days, critical events happened in the life of Nadia, and there were some hearings in the committees of the Council of Europe and Bureau of the Assembly. On the 3rd of March, I addressed to the President of Council of Europe, Petro Poroshenko, and the Secretary General of Youngland, in order that they did everything possible from their side in order to release Nadezhda Savchenko. Turbin Youngland has direct contacts with the Russian government. And the President of the Council of Europe, he made this statement, but Russian delegation stopped all contacts with the Assembly and with its top officials. And there's only one option, with the help of the mediation from Mr. Yagland. And Daniel Mitov, the head of the ministers of the Council of Europe, headed by Bulgaria, and my address to Yagland remained without attention. And yesterday, on behalf of the delegation, I sent a letter to him in order that he do and make everything possible in order to release Nadia Savchenko due to his contacts with Russian power. But there were some statements in this letter, all the arguments that this case is urgent, but we didn't have any reaction. And from our delegation, we are surprised that General Secretary of the Council of Europe didn't make any statement or didn't inform us on any actions. to help to release Nadia Savchenko. And we know that all institutions of the world support Nadezhda Savchenko. And I would like to inform you that the committee, it is a closed committee. I can't be present there. Sergei Sobolev was on the monitoring committee session, and he said that by decision of the committee, the assembly will make a special resolution on Nadia Savchenko, and there will be some consequences for Russian power. And it seems that the list of Savchenko and is like the list of Magnitsky. This is a real case, because here we hear voices that this list should be introduced and from the Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe and from the European Parliament. And now I give the floor to my colleague, Leonid Yemets, who was at the legal committee, and he can add some information what is going on in the Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe.
Thank you, dear journalists, dear Ukrainians. As a member of Parliamentary Assembly from Ukrainian Parliament, I would like to say that Ukraine is very thankful to the Parliamentary Assembly for those sanctions which today are in operation, and they work against the aggressor, the Russian Federation. These sanctions are really efficient, and we can see their results. We should understand that diplomatic ways, they are not fast, but today the Parliamentary Assembly should take urgent actions, because today Nadia Savchenko's hunger strike threatens her life, and every day of her illegal imprisonment in the Russian jail is a real chance that we can lose our hero, our Nadia Savchenko. And the Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe as an international institution which has signed several international agreements, including with the Russian Federation, which includes guarantees concerning members of the Parliamentary Assembly, and Nadia Savchenko is a member of Parliamentary Assembly. All this urges Parliamentary Assembly to take urgent actions, because Nadia Savchenko may lose her health and life, and we as delegates of Ukrainian party we require and demand that the Parliamentary Assembly not only express its strong position, but also issue statement. And I agree with the head of our delegation. The Parliamentary Assembly should take fast, urgent actions to release Nadia Savchenko, because this is stipulated by the international agreements. She, being a member of Parliamentary Assembly, Nadia Savchenko can't be in jail in any country, so any day of Russia should feel very strict pressure when the life of Nadia Savchenko is threatened. This pressure should be so powerful, so mighty, that we have Nadia released and returned to our country. Thank you, Leonid. At the meeting of the political committee on March 8th, I addressed all colleagues in the Parliamentary Assembly so that they sign a petition initiated by well-known persons from many countries, and it is available at the website ipetitions.org, so that European institutions made everything possible to release Nadia Savchenko. My colleagues supported me, and they said that they will disseminate this petition inside the national parliaments in the countries of their residence, and they will ask their governments to make steps to free Nadia. And these steps will will be established soon, and the list of the steps, next steps, this is the additional pressure on the Russian government, because we know that the only one person, the President Putin, this is the only person who can release Nadia Savchenko. This person is very stubborn, so he keeps Nadia Savchenko in jail. Then the situation becomes understandable even to those persons who had previously sympathized Russia, and the dynamics demonstrate that even those who had sympathized, who used to sympathize Russia, they start to understand that Putin's regime is a regime led by maniac and criminal Putin. So I hope that General Secretary Torbjörn Jagland will do everything possible, because he has contacts with the government of Russian Federation, to force to make Putin to release Nadia Savchenko and stop humiliation over the MP of Ukrainian Parliament and of the Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe. This is only a display of Putin's inferiority complexes. There was a talk to Minister Lavrov. I'm not sure that this would give some results, because this is Putin who is to be contacted, because we should make pressure on him. And Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe, which the Russian Federation is a member of, should make pressure. And now we are waiting for your questions. You are welcome. Are there any questions, colleagues? We don't have questions and comments. I hope that we will see Nadia Savchenko healthy and alive, and we will do every possible effort to help this come true, and to make the Council of Europe to take all efforts to release Nadia Savchenko.